Hello, hello. Welcome. We had a bit of a snowstorm today, but in the upper 30s and the high tomorrow is supposed to be in the 40s, so I'm sure it'll melt it down. Still got to put some salt out there so it doesn't ice up at night. Number 62. Kiko, did you have a any snowstorm out there in your part of Pennsylvania? I went out there earlier, just cleared a pathway to the road because I was thinking about breaking down and getting a pizza, but I already did that a couple days ago. So I cooked a couple eggs for the second time today, but those naturally naturally fed ones seem to be an artery clogger for me because my pulse rate drops down when I eat those. It goes down a lot more than I'd care to. To freaking can't stand the cold. Man, I can't stand this shit. Morning, Craig. I think I got it on the right. Yeah. Oops. But the weather's nice down there by you, Craig. Gotta be at 80 something Fahrenheit. Here near the Brisbane or whatever down there. Oh man, what a long day today. There's Mr. D. $80 Fahrenheit. That's good. Does Perth have a stronger wind than where you're at? I think I have your wife's name spelled correctly down there in the banner, do I not, Craig? Maybe the last one on the banner right there. Yep, all the channels down there in the banner are channels that I promote on here. Your Sneaker Dan. What is the temperature here right now? No, that hasn't caught up yet. Oh, that's Denver. There's no way it's 45 here. Came down pretty fast today. What is the upper 30s, so it's wet and heavy, which it's okay. Kiko, you there yet? Did you hear what I asked you about Pennsylvania? Did you get a snowstorm there today, or is there one pending? I was so glad I didn't have to wake up. I woke up kind of early today, and I felt, damn, I hate this getting up. But this way I miss all the traffic. I don't have to deal with that anymore. Part of the country you live in, Sneaker Dan. Freaking dark already. It was dark 2 hours ago. You know what I don't know why it does it, but I just did a test video on my GoPro 10, and it does a standard, and it does the high definition HD and the 4K, and I'm so used to with that 7 waiting for a long time. I have yet to do it in the Philippines, but as soon as it was done with the standard definition, I didn't see any more. Well, now it's in the process of doing HD. The processor's so much better. It happens so fast now. So, gee, that's a welcome deal for me. Maybe it'll cut my time down loading a video in the Philippines from 5 hours to 2.5. Because I opened up another page and I looked. I go, man, it says it's done already. 4K, the HD and the 4K. Well, that's freaking nice. 10 hours still, man. When I got home, I thought, sometimes I hold back the speed here. I thought, man, I'm getting a video processed from start to finish in 40 minutes or less. Where in the Philippines, it would be 3 hours, 5 hours, 10. But I when I go to click on it to I forget the hell I was saying. I'll remember shortly. Oof. Oh, when I click on a movie maker, it seems to have a different layout now with Windows 11. It'll it won't play it. You know that's the way I proof watch it first instead of waiting for it to take forever to load. Then just it looks like shit. So I don't know. I know how to do it. It just doesn't happen that way with this one. I don't know whether it's the camera or the. Yeah, I don't. Well, uh, one guy showed me. Christian showed me, or not him, but Monk. He would, you disconnect your Wi-Fi and wait a little bit and put it back in, and then you're at the top of the server. You get you get first dibs on the processing there, because if you're at the bottom, it takes forever. I don't know if you have those issues in Australia down there, but and it seems to when I have another page opened while I'm waiting for it to go, it's loading private. It goes even faster. I don't know what makes it do that, but I could be sitting here, in the Philippines for an hour, hardly anything happen. I go on another page and start using the internet. 555. It's almost like the devil thing, but only with the fives. Yeah, you can't. You got an R there on can't, or unless you guys spell it with a differently. I was just thinking of, I was watching these stand-up comedy things recently, and the job I had in the transit system there, I could have all that funny stuff. I mean, I think that it's like you could have a psychologist train on that bus, for all the people you get. You just sit there and observe. People won't say nothing to each other while they're waiting, but when they get on it, for some reason it's a stage for them to say and do whatever they want to do. So glad I'm done with that. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, now I remember. Yep. I just had to go back and okay that. Didn't show up yet. There we go. I know the first two. I mean, I know the first letter and all the last two in there. Hmm. Oh. Don't know why. Big night, huh? What, working or what? Hmm. Big night, huh? We got an anniversary there, something. Hello, hello, and welcome. Mizone, is that how you pronounce that? Hmm. That's Filipino American couple to be David. Hmm. Boy, it's asking me to okay all this stuff tonight, Craig. Boy, you're quite the colorful conversation here today. Hmm. Connection, I believe, is that when you were Philippine? I think it's Philippine American couple. Yeah, that's right. David's got that big poster right up in the back. Hmm. Right above his melon.
Hey, no poster here.
No poster, no, just witness protection thumbnail there. So
No echo either.
how was their trip? Did they enjoy themselves?
Oh yeah, yeah, had a good time.
Back to this crap though.
Yeah, well, it could have been worse. We still haven't gotten much snow yet. So
We just got a bunch today.
you did.
Yeah.
How many inches?
I don't even know. I haven't watched TV all day. It's probably about 3, 4. Heavy. So tomorrow's supposed to be around 40. So that'll wetten it down. I'll just sprinkle some freaking ice rock salt tomorrow.
So you're not going out anywhere in your vehicle, huh?
No, I ain't going any. I moved this morning. I had a bill to drop off the box, so I wanted to move my car over. So I had a clear path to take care of whatever snow I needed to take care of without going around small paths. So I got it. I got it in front of the garbage cans, or in back of them rather. Yeah, where'd you put the D in there, David? I didn't remember that one.
Hi,
That's,
Craig.
is that something new, David? I don't remember that one being in there.
What up, big time Tony Rowe? Get
Hey,
up.
yeah.
Hey, Ronald.
What's going on? I'm sitting up here watching this. What is this? I think I'm on Amazon Prime watching something called Riches about some rich African cosmetic company in the UK.
Oh, there you go.
How can I be down with some hair care products?
Yeah, you get the shine without staining the sofa.
I know none of that Jerry juice everywhere.
Yes, you choose.
Sweet smelling baby oil.
I
Yeah,
know, right?
we had one of the friends of mine at work. She got mad because I don't know why y'all always say that. Well, I never. But we had a summer help kid that he was leaning up against the door once, and when he took his head away, there was that coming to America.
It's that grease thing.
Yeah. Well, we said that, and one guy, she said, "No, it's not." I said, "Whatever, man."
Oh, it is what it is.
Yeah, but there was a correct way of saying it, which I didn't really care either way, you know. But
Right, because white guys put gel in their hair and they put their hair up against it'll be the same thing.
yeah, VO5, and I don't even know if they Brill cream. I don't even know if they make that stuff anymore.
I think they do.
That stuff's okay if you got black hair, and you want to slick it back, and that's because when you don't wash it. But you can always tell a guy that has just hardly ever washes his hair because his gray will be yellow.
All right, or he'll look like a Rasta.
Yeah, rooster. Yeah. I think I only remember one time that my dad actually washed his hair and his hair was all puffed out.
That's what I was going to say. Back in the day, Tony, you remember seeing all them Italian guys? Their black hair was all slicked back. You're wondering,
Yeah.
because they just didn't wash it for a month or what?
Well, they just water it down, but eventually doing it that way, you're going to get some dandruff,
It get greasy and you just
Yeah. Yeah. I'll have to ask what's his name from Bruce Springsteen band, Van Zandt.
But then the brothers back in the day, they was wearing those processors and shit, getting their hair relaxed, putting that Murray's grease in it to get the waves.
A lot of work, man. Shave the soap. I don't know.
I've never took concern with it.
What's happening out there in Sleepless in Seattle?
Rain, heavy rain.
We got heavy, wet snow today.
Oh no! Don't even mention it. You see that game?
Well, it was heavy because of the wind was off the lake, and the lake water is warmer in the winter. Like that's supposed to make me feel better.
Yeah.
Freaking 30 is 25, 30, same shit.
Well, we have a lake effect snow. I don't give a shit what it is.
You know what? We had this freak storm one time on a Friday too, and so the buses at the beginning they were running. I had a shorter route. I had two of them, freeway flyers. The first one, I got down there and back before the freak storm happened because it took me 2 hours. No, it took me an hour and a half to get to the freeway from where I was. And I opened the door and this lady says, "Do you know where the 43 flyer is?" And I said, "No, they're probably running late." She said, "Well, you're here." I said, "That's because I'm good." And then the second trip I had was on one that went out the furthest, and that was just, you know, oh my God, it was a nightmare.
I'll take the rain.
But no more, you know.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did you see the game last night?
My engineer's here.
Whoop whoop! What up, Chris? Tony,
David,
you see the game last night?
say what?
Did you see the game last night?
No, I don't get that Prime. Man.
No,
Mm.
me neither.
Who
I saw it.
was it?
Baker Mayfield brought the Rams back in the last 3 minutes? Two
Yeah, so
touchdowns down.
It was
So
a minute.
that's the second great game he's had since Alabama, huh?
Yeah, I mean, but this one here counts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that,
When I saw him in college, man, I thought, man, this dude's pretty good. But
well, yeah, I always thought he was too because I was an Oklahoma fan, and I knew he's a winner, but he's got to have a team around him,
Right?
well, he
Came out all cocky and shit.
When they played here, he had receivers not running the route correctly, and then it made him look bad.
Right. But what he did in one day, 48 hours, he went to that team and them receivers was catching, my namesake Jefferson won the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah.
What? Who did the Rams play?
The Raiders.
Right.
Well, the
Oh, yeah.
Raiders, from what I understand, I didn't watch the game, but I saw all the highlights. And the Raiders, they got a stupid penalty. What they do? Knock the ball after?
Yeah,
they had
slapped the ball out and sportsmanlike.
They sacked Baker Mayfield. So Mayfield was like holding the ball. The clock's running. The defensive lineman that sacked him knocks the ball out of his hands. He gets a 15-yard penalty for unsportsmanlike conduct. That kept the drive alive. I mean, just stupid penalties like that. So the Raiders lost it.
You know what though? They've probably been warned throughout the whole night about not doing that no more. Otherwise, they're not going to jump on that right away.
But I mean, they were up 16-3, and they ended up losing 17-16. So
By a point.
Yeah.
What's up, brother David?
Howdy.
Hey, Lorelai.
Lorelai's in the other room.
Did you have a little busy before you came on here or something?
I was on the phone. I was taking care of business, man. Some of us,
Business?
have stuff to do.
Don't say that bad word, David.
Look at this. Look at this guy. Freaking living in a castle, and we're the bastards.
I'm living in the castle, not on the castle.
That's what I said.
Just to clarify.
Yeah. Well,
Tony said it like a Filipino when you go to somebody's house. I'm on Tony's house.
Yeah, I know. It drives me crazy.
Hey,
I know. Right?
Christian, what's the temperature in Norway right now?
Negative 9 million.
Asshole cold.
pucker cold.
Yeah, thanks to cold.
Pucker up, man.
It's Walmart woman weather cold.
That dude's so tight. You can put a rock up his ass and pull out a diamond.
Oh, that'd be nice.
Shove some coal up in the ass and pull out the diamond.
Ooh, man.
I could use some diamonds. We're poor down here in Arkansas.
All right. I was looking at an ad on MSN. Had the nerve to have a black woman standing up there advertising De Beers diamonds. I said, ain't this a crime?
You could have Mexican diamonds. That's a broken bottle. So that was told to me from a Mexican. So don't get crazy.
Like a broken Corona bottle?
Yeah, whatever, any bottle. Man.
Oh, no.
Minus 10.
Minus 10.
We actually make diamonds here in Arkansas. We actually have a diamond field here in Arkansas, believe it or not.
Word?
Sure
Well,
do.
I don't know what it is here because I'm off of a different part of the country server. So, but I imagine it's probably in the 30s, mid 30s right now.
It's 50 degrees down here.
Kiko, got any snow in the future?
Not this coming week, at least. It's 39 degrees here right now, 39.
We got 41 and rain, heavy rain, all across Western Washington.
Well, we'll have a mix tomorrow.
I'm
Is it a
looking
better-
in the 10-day forecast, 10 days from now on a Friday. No, a week from now on a Friday. It has snow possible. We're lucky made it this far without it. So
I don't know. Could be worse, I guess, right?
I don't miss it. I'd rather be down in Tennessee. Bud. There he is, where it's still summer down under.
Could be worse, I
What's up,
guess.
brother?
I don't
Craig?
miss it. I'd rather be down. We're lucky, Bud. There he is, where it's still summer down under.
Could be worse.
Oh, we got an
Yeah,
echo.
how's that? No more echo? Yeah, I got rid of it. I'm not quite myself today.
Well, you're not.
Neither are we.
Another out of body experience.
We're not
Oh,
yourself
no,
either.
no, I'm struggling this morning.
Oh.
Did you get that license thing taken care of or no?
No, not yet. Tuesday was my last shift.
You
So, yeah,
you
I'm
can-
just getting through this month and then refocus next year.
It could be like other bosses just go around yelling at people.
Nah. Nah, she didn't, Christian. She just dropped the store and dropped the membership off. Anyway, I couldn't win the argument, so I said, do what you fucking want.
Yeah, right.
There you go.
Sounds like a guy with having a nicotine fit.
But she just, yeah. I said, just leave it there, because, but anyway, she got upset with YouTube. She reckons they're the one making all the money off her or something.
So she'll show
No, she didn't, but got a few people asking why, but yeah, that's what she did.
him.
I'm gonna learn you.
Yeah.
Yeah, she just, I don't know. I gave up and she did what she wanted as normal.
So is that for good or?
It's still there. You can put it back if she wants to, but just
How do you
ain't
pronounce
got
her
the
name?
time as much, But anyway, I gave up.
Couple F-bombs later, you're all quiet now.
Should try to do the tempo with YouTube, huh?
Yeah, back and forth discussing it for a week, and then in the end, I just said, "Your channel, do what you want."
There you go.
Smart man.
Yeah.
Well, not that smart, but
Yeah, at least the dinner's cooked.
You got a microwave.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I know one of her other friends got demonetized because she hadn't uploaded for 8 months or something.
Oh,
I don't know how that works, but yeah.
You must have lost your hours then, not been able to keep up our hours.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I just, yeah.
You
Look
gotta
at
make,
Vernon.
gotta make
Vernon
money for
Scott.
the masters of YouTube.
Well, that's what everybody has to understand. YouTube is the only one making money off of us.
A Ponzi scheme.
Who's the fool, huh?
That's it, right? Who's the fool? Same thing with like Facebook and other places where So
Yeah, that's right. I think she's moving her focus a bit, concentrating more on TikTok. But, yeah.
Yeah, the TikTok is dangerous business.
You got TikTok for kids?
Yeah, it's just too much.
much work.
TikTok used to be the sound a clock made,
Hmm Now it's the information gathering source for China.
Bad jokes today. Oh, geez.
Hey, and TikTok.
More than that,
They simply.
Well,
Well, you know,
yeah.
TikTok is hard to keep up with. I mean, I don't know how many times I can just show my kids on TikTok to get views. You know, I mean, so much you can do. So,
Don't know. Never been on it.
yeah,
Don't
it's,
do it.
Me either.
I wouldn't even know how to.
Me neither. I'm an old dinosaur.
I got enough
Just
things
not-
to do in life.
Well, there's enough of this social stuff with this thing right here. Amuse me. You know?
Yeah, this is about as much as we can handle here.
This and Messenger.
Yeah.
It's good to have a creative outlet, you know.
They do kind of goofy things on TikTok anyway, don't they? Don't they do a lot of shorts on that thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's all it is.
I haven't heard of anything good happening on it, but of course I don't watch it. So
December 2.
Yeah, 30 watch and not 0 watch hours.
Wow.
Okay.
Jonah all over the shit. 30-something years old, acting like a teenager.
Well, one thing I tell people is that look, if you get on YouTube to actually try to make money, you're gonna, if that's truly your goal, good luck. You know, good luck. It's the far and very, very, very few between that, you know, hit that lottery.
It's like Avon now. If you don't start in early, you're gonna be the one paying.
Yeah.
it's like they probably see those handful of people out there that got millions of subscribers.
Yep, yep.
They think just like the lottery. Hey, well, somebody wins, you know.
Mhm.
Maybe I'll give it a try. But it never happens.
I never thought about it because I got incoming.
Uh-oh, you're important.
See, she heard you talking about her.
Or
She's
he-
monitoring your channels.
That's right.
Uh-oh.
We got to do something with the 80,000 satellites.
That old song, I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I had a good month, Christian. I got 164 watch hours from 1,500 views. Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
It is, man.
You just came out with one the other day, didn't you? I saw a little bit of it. I don't know.
Something that was shocking, I know a while back we were talking a little bit about the shorts on YouTube and about how I think Mr. Yank, you made fun of poor old Mr. Gary about
Who?
Gary.
I
about-
did?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes. About
Wait a minute. Somebody made fun of Gary? You're
No
kidding.
way, man. How long ago? I wasn't consulted on that one.
about getting his watch hours through his shorts, you know, his poetry things. That you're never going to get your watch hours. And I agree, but
Well,
I had a little short that actually wound up getting me over 50 hours of watch time somehow.
is that from personal experience?
Yeah.
Well, if somebody had a 10,000 subs and half of them watched and they were legit, you would have the watch hours. But you know,
No, I agree. Part of what is funny is these channels that have 10,000 subscribers, but the
mhm.
video they put out has 100 views. You
I
know?
see a lady down by
that's
in Woodlawn by me, and
You're lucky if you get 3% of your subs watching.
Hmm.
But anyway, it is what it is, isn't it? You know,
Mhm.
you got to do it because you enjoy doing it and have fun doing it. That's the only good thing about it. You meet great people like yourselves and whatever, and you
Yeah,
have a
that's
bit of fun. And you know, if you make anything, it's a bonus.
Yeah,
Plus, it's kind of fun to ruffle feathers once in a while, you know,
Yeah. Ah, that's right.
and then have stimulating conversations.
I give him shit and he gives it back.
It's good. You can get your opinion out there, and if you influence one person to go and
Mhm.
research something or think about something, then you've accomplished something. You know.
No, I agree with that. I see it as a teaching. That's how we started ours, as kind of a teaching platform. Because after I got forced to retire due to health, my wife thought I ought to have something to do besides drive her crazy.
Yeah, that's right.
You get a couple of dogs you can yell at.
I got dogs. You want to yell at them? Yell at my dogs. I have good dogs.
You call him Wiener?
I call them the wiener dog girls.
Good winners.
Wiener dog girls. Yeah.
Oh, geez.
Whoop.
Yeah, they definitely start the Burr months in the Philippines for Christmas.
Yeah, I laid down the rule here: no decorations, no Christmas tree till the 1st of December, because they want to start putting it up in September. It's like, no, you can go 1st of December to the 1st of January. That's Christmas decorations, as far as I'm concerned.
They probably figured it's a lot of work putting all that stuff up in the stores too. So they got to make it work.
Yeah. Well, that's it, and it's just another opportunity to sell shit that you don't need.
Next year will be Christmas over there for me.
So, Craig, you're still in summer, correct?
Yeah, we're just a week or week and a half into summer. 1st of December was summer.
Okay, when is your summer solstice? When is your longest day?
I would have no idea.
Oh, you have no idea.
No.
Ours is usually June something, right? June 20th, somewhere along there.
Okay.
I just wondered what it was down under. I know it's probably January or something, right? Probably 6 months
probably.
out.
Yeah, I'd
Right.
only be guessing. I don't know. I
Probably
just wait till I
almost
see
exactly
them in the
6
news
months
or something.
different than when ours is, correct?
Probably. Yeah. I know it was a full moon last night.
Oh,
I don't know.
So
We had-
that was pretty cool. We were in the backyard, and we kicked on after the others left, and then we look at the full moon, and we just realised if you look at the full moon, you can see a rabbit in the moon.
A
It's
rabbit?
pretty exciting. A rabbit, yeah. It's got 2 ears up, and the bit that was facing, the
What
same
were you
part of the moon always faces us. But I'd never realised it before. But his wife said, "Yeah, there's a rabbit in the moon. Have a look." And
That's
yeah,
right.
sure enough, I could make out the rabbit. Mind you, this was 3 o'clock in the morning, so you know.
You guys weren't smoking weed, were you?
Now, Hugh Hefner started a club up there, I guess.
Yeah, well, I don't know, but yeah, UK just got 2 little ears in the face, and you can see its tail. You know, the darker part of the moon. If you concentrate, you can see a rabbit. So there you go. I learned something.
Must have been
It
some
wasn't
good stuff,
a
huh,
total
John?
waste of a night.
Must have been some tie stick or something.
Somebody must have been sipping something.
Purple ones.
I think you guys were
The
sipping.
2 fingers and a
With
Two
pink
fingers.
elephants running around the moon, too.
Yeah, something.
Year of the
Unicorns.
rabbit next year in China. Hello, Gear. How you going? Well, there you go.
Gears in the house.
I don't know.
Mm.
But it filled in 15 minutes, you know. It was all right.
You're the rabbit, huh? You even get credit for one of those? Mm.
Bugs Bunny. Year of Bugs Bunny.
Oh, pork belly. Yeah, I've got to drive Christmas Eve 200k round trip to pick up the Lechon for the party. So I got nominated.
200K round trip.
Yeah.
And what
won't
do they sell lechon for down there? Aussie
just
dollars.
having, 35 kilos is $430 Australian.
Wow.
I think the last we paid in the Philippines was about 125 for about a 35-pound one.
Yeah, 35 kilo. So multiplied by 2.2.
Yeah.
So what's that? 80
About
80
74,
pounds.
75 pounds.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Hey, get off there. Come on. But anyway, it's good because they do, that's what everyone likes. So,
Now, is it made by another P9 that you got to drive to get it?
made by a Russian lady.
Oh, yeah?
Russian lady and her Greek husband. They got like a I don't know, barbecue cafe type thing at the front, and at the back, the big commercial kitchen type thing, and you just go around the back, and you got to pay $100 deposit, and then I'll give her the rest when I get the pig.
Wow.
It's gone up. We had one in August. It's gone up $20 since then, but we couldn't contact her initially. And then we contacted her and she said she's not taking orders till the 1st of December. And then, so in the meantime, we contacted someone else on the other side of Melbourne and they wanted $550 for the same thing.
So is this for a big Christmas party or is this just a family thing?
Nah, we're having Mary's house, whatever. So, yeah, maybe, 60, 70 people, something like that. So, yeah, at her house.
Tomorrow
It
night.
sort of changes each Christmas Eve, like different people take their turn, whatever.
Tomorrow night is a big Philippine Christmas party here for Pittsburgh.
Okay.
Philippine American Association of Pittsburgh. So
Same here.
to that.
No, ours is,
Yeah.
yeah, ours locally is next weekend, I think, next Saturday night.
Yeah, they have an organization where I think $50. They have a summer picnic, and then they have a Christmas party. So it's $50 for a family, and for membership yearly. So we usually do that.
Yeah, our local one doesn't have a membership. You just kind of go and pay your own thing or contribute to the individual event, like New Year's or Christmas party or something.
They want our daughter to sing a few of the songs, I guess. So
Nice.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
Hey,
Nobody
anybody-
ever
Yourself, Kiko, you going to do the harmonies in the background?
hey, Gear,
Talking
Hola, ¿qué tal?
how are things in Great Britain, Stan?
Cold, man.
how do you get them birds to stay still long enough to take their temperature?
It's we can get some sleet, a little bit of snow on the coastal areas tonight, and you say it's gonna be down to about -6, which is not very often we have here in England. So yeah.
So you're wearing a jumper around the house, are you?
Yeah, I'm wearing like a
Wow,
He's ready.
look like Tony.
fleece. Huh?
Look like Tony, except you don't have the tassel cap on top.
Tony needs to keep that on just to keep all the brain cells warm.
Yeah, that's it. When I was a kid, I hated wearing hats, but now that I'm older, I could give a shit.
Hey,
Both of them, Gear? Both cells?
Ah!
Ah,
hey,
if you weren't sitting on yours, you'd be even funnier.
that's right.
hey,
That's why
Kiko,
my thoughts are muffled. I'm sitting
You
on
fuck with the bull, you get the horns, man.
Kiko, did you
Huh?
see Hovland won the Tiger Invitational
Yeah,
last week again?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
the second year in a row.
I like that kid. He's going to be good for a long time.
He played well.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, dude. Get it on.
And watch the World Cup today, huh? That was pretty exciting.
Oh yeah, Brazil out, and then Argentina 2-0 up, and it was only 16 minutes left, and the Dutch scored with to 2-1, and then that insane creative free kick, which
Right.
was
I've never seen that before. I mean, I've played soccer and I've watched it. I've never seen a ball.
that was awesome.
ball-
But I mean, in the end, Argentina
Netherlands look good.
penalties, but
Huh? Netherlands look good.
So tomorrow is the big day here, you know. It's England, France. I mean, that's going to be massive. I think whoever wins that game will go through to the final as well, because, you know, either England or France will beat either Portugal or Morocco.
Netherlands still in it, right?
So my dream final now is England, Argentina.
Oh, the pubs are going to be overflowing tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I mean, and it's Saturday. You know, the kickoff is 7 p.m.
Oh my God.
Saturday evening here in the UK. So it'd be absolutely mayhem, you know, in London on big screens and in all pubs and, you know, everything. Be full on.
Yeah, I've sent what's her name a few messages, and she must be working now or something. Jamie.
Oh
You
yeah,
haven't
having
seen,
summer, huh?
Yeah.
haven't seen Jamie for about 3 weeks now.
Mhm.
Yeah.
She
Last time was when she had that little tour around her new apartment.
Yeah,
Well, that's longer than 3 weeks then.
it's been a while.
Yeah, maybe.
I asked her, sent her a message on Messenger, how you doing? She never.
Yeah, so you were watching the match the other day as well, Tony. You sent me a couple of text messages.
Yeah, I was watching. You know, I was thinking about it after the fact. U.S. compared to everybody else, it looked like they were all tuckered out, man. And just Netherlands had more athletes, kind of, and they just ran all over them.
Well, it's going to be interesting in 4 years' time, because then, you know, Mexico, Canada, and the US are co-hosting the World Cup.
Is that right?
And they're extending it from 32 to 48 teams.
Wow.
So obviously, Canada, US, and Mexico is pre-qualified since they are hosting.
No.
Okay.
I think I tell you what though, Canada played really, really well. I mean, I know they got 0 points, but they were really unlucky. And the 3 games they played, I mean, you know, they should have at least won 2 of them. I mean, they have some really, really good players, and America is not pushover either. And obviously, Australia made it further than anybody expected as well.
How many more rounds are left?
Well, tomorrow is the 2 other quarterfinals. After that, there are 2 semifinals, and then the final is next weekend on the 18th.
I'd never thought I'd hear myself say it, but because I used to think it just sucked so bad, soccer, you know, or European football. But after a couple of guys at work, you know, that were into it, we started watching it, and now I actually enjoy it.
Tony,
my own game.
Tony, I'm really sad to say it, but you know, football is the biggest sport in the world. There are more football federations than there are members in United Nations, of countries, and so this is a proper World Cup. You know, when you guys have World Cup in NFL, it's like, you know, world champions, and it's just fucking American teams.
Like the baseball.
That's all there needs to be world champions.
I always wondered that, like
We don't
in
need the
the
rest of it.
baseball. You know?
Well, it got
World
it,
Series All American.
it got its title when it got it, so that was it.
We have a Canadian baseball team that plays in the World Series once in a
Oh,
blue.
there you go.
Toronto,
That makes it world two.
See? Come on
Yeah,
now.
okay.
You know, we're Americans. It's
Well, they were doing it. They had called that way before the rest of the world was even into it. So
No, but I mean, you know, I think the only reason why it has taken so long for football, I mean, what you call soccer, to catch on in the US is because all American sports are geared towards these fucking breaks for commercials, you know, ice hockey, baseball, NFL, basketball, whatever you see, it's effective
Whenever-
play time, and they break up for all this damn commercials. And in football, in soccer, you can't do that. But
They-
now we have so many new immigrants, you know, the Mexicans, the El Salvadorians, the Guatemalans, you know, they're all big soccer. So I think US gonna give US another 8, 12 years. I mean, they're gonna be a force.
Well,
in
they
football.
tried running it through here a few years back, but there was a shitload of violence, and it never really, it never really took off here.
I'm going to disagree with you by why soccer is not the United States money hole. It's not really about the commercials. It truly is because with football, you can be a big, fat, strong person and play and do well. With basketball, you can be really tall. With baseball, you can have speed and agility. But with soccer, you got to have good foot skills, speed. You're not going to be a 400-pound guy playing soccer. So in the United States, we have all these different sports so that everybody has a place to belong. And I'm serious. I think that's why soccer is not just universal here.
Well,
Here-
that's not right, mate. Because you can't put a 400-pound
Well,
guy
hey.
in an ice hockey team.
I got a solution.
They're all fast,
I got a solution
agile
for that.
players.
You have a league with nothing but 400-pound guys.
Yeah, there you go.
I mean, we got enough of them here.
But see, hockey is for those guys that live up north.
Mhm.
Baseball was kind of a southern thing. Basketball
Right.
was a Midwest thing.
It's all money
The
driven.
way-
It's all money driven in the States. So
Yup.
that's-
But it's-
The way baseball is so
started.
long and drawn out here, I'd rather watch a European football game.
Yeah, baseball on TV needs to speed up. You can watch a 4-hour baseball game.
Well, hey, there's one good thing about baseball. If you wanna go get you some, the game will be on by the time it'll still be on after you're done.
I've been to one live baseball match in
There's only
my
one guy
life.
here that does it.
In New York, in New Jersey, you have a place out there, and for fuck's sake, I mean, people didn't watch it. It was just sitting eating hot dogs and popcorn in the sunshine and talking and doing everything else and actually watching the sport.
Yeah, that's a
I mean,
pastime.
how can you get excited about, somebody is like walking the pitcher? I mean,
I go to our minor league baseball team that's local. I think they're the minor league team of the Cardinals. Same as Cardinals, minor league team here. We go there because it's entertaining and fun. We don't have a damn clue who the players are or if they're any good or not. But they do fireworks. They have cool music. They have funny games.
then you can go to a fun fair. You can go to
That's
Disney
here.
World or
That's what
Disneyland.
it is. It's a fun fair.
Gary, the one sport I don't understand is cricket.
Yeah, me neither. And you know what, Kiko?
It's a great
With-
game.
Cricket is, for fuck's sake, that's ranked up with baseball, if you ask me. I mean, any sport which takes 4.5 days and you can be 300 runs up and still become a draw. I have no fucking clue how that can go on.
There's a second test on at the moment, Australia, West Indies here, and day-night test.
Oh, Pakistan, England. England beat Pakistan the other day. The first day now, England is all out, and Pakistan got 2 wickets on the first day, and England is fucking many runs behind, even if they beat Pakistan 4 days ago.
Yeah, our third day here this afternoon when they start, because day night when we declared 7 down for 511 and then had them 4 for 103 or something at stumps last night. but West Indies aren't very strong at the moment. So, but next weekend, then we start playing South Africa over here
Okay.
in Brisbane, and then Boxing Day test in Melbourne. So I think four tests against South Africa. So that'll be really good because South Africa, very strong bowling attack.
Listen, Greg, what I actually, the only cricket I like to watch is the 2020 because it's like over in 3-4 hours and makes a result. But you know, the test matches, which goes like 5 days, and even one team is 300 runs up and it ends up a draw. I have no fucking, you know.
But it's edgy, yeah. It's, you know, I suppose that's what you grew up with, isn't it? But I like.
I mean,
this.
India, it's like India and Bangladesh and Pakistan. It's like, you know, they're gods. Those cricket players.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Jeez. Yeah. It's well, that's right. And next Tuesday we've got the local Big Bash League starting here, the 2020. So we'll have a game every day until the end of January, start of February to the final. So yeah, it's good.
Oh,
You
actually,
gotta-
2020. I can actually sit and watch 2020 because, but I couldn't sit and watch the whole test match
Hey,
because.
Gear, I have another question for you. That sport of curling, did they
Yeah,
do that in
curling, yeah.
Norway?
Norway is very good.
Yeah. I still don't. I know that the object is to get your whatever it is, your rock, right?
Yeah,
Closest to the middle.
Yeah.
But the strategy for it, I just don't understand. Where they leave things way out away from it.
You knock them out of the way.
Well, there is a lot. It's like playing chess,
It's
actually.
like-
With and Canada is really good in curling. The United States is really good in curling. Sweden is good. Norway, I think Norway actually won the Olympics last time.
Oh,
The men's team.
you guys are brushing that ice like a bunch of spider monkeys, man.
I
Yeah.
always think of it like lawn bowls on ice, you know, sort of the same
Yeah,
strategy.
or like here in England, you know, when we play bowls, you know, or actually, you know, you almost have to be 85 years old and whatever to play bowls.
Now,
But
Gear, when they sweep the ice, is that to speed it up, slow it down,
Speed it-
or get it going in that direction?
no, speed it up.
All of that. For the
Well,
pace and
I
direction.
gotta go.
So you said all of the above, huh, Greg?
No, I mean the way you set which way it's curling is with the handle. How you release it. The brushing is the speed.
I got to get out of here. I got to take Lorelei
No.
shopping. We're having
No way.
an event tomorrow. If anybody wants to come over and play cards with us, we start at 6. Dinner's
Don't
at
tell me you have to go get a pig also.
No, we're going to do, I think, biscotti tomorrow. Filipino American.
All
biscotti.
the sweet stuff. Wonderful.
Yeah. So, but we're having people over to play cards. So tonight we got to go shopping, and of course it's Friday, so I got to take her.
Is it
No.
She likes to eat on Fridays for some reason.
Shopping for what?
before I decide to get a plane? Is it strip poker or what?
No stripping, but we'll probably
Get arrested for that.
paid a lot and some other things.
Hey, Craig, if it was strip poker, it would be more like a horror show.
It would be a horror show.
Yeah, you
So
Yeah, but you know, everyone's got their
It'd be
niche.
like one of those fright houses on Halloween.
you get arrested for mopery. Yeah, flash the blind person. Yeah.
But anyway, if anybody wants to come join us, you're welcome to. But other than that, I will see you guys
Enjoy.
Tuesday,
night, guys.
5:30.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Thanks for coming.
Bye-bye.
What are you doing there? No, that's my coffee. You're not drinking it.
So where's Ronald? He's on the panel, but
Yeah,
he's so
he's
quiet.
Friday night is a movie night now.
I think every night for the professor lately is
Well, I
maybe
think
night.
tonight is
Speaking to his
male
lady.
bonding night. So the camera's off, so I assume they're doing some serious bonding.
We heard the phone ring and he had to go.
Oh, is he out Ubering?
Yeah, Yeah, I think he's got a house guest.
I think he's conversing with his long distance relationship.
Yeah.
Well,
That'd
we
be-
missed. What happened with you last Friday, Kiko?
I totally forgot about it. I was watching. I know what I was watching. Some high school football playoff game, and I totally forgot about it. Of course, I was watching it on my iPad. So
I
that's,
sent you questions. You didn't even respond to that. You must have been watching Pornhub or something.
no, it was a high school playoff game.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Professor. Oh, yeah, okay, so you're listening in the background. Okay. So, Kiko, family all back from Hawaii?
Oh yeah, had a wonderful time. They actually
Yeah.
did parasailing.
Oh, well, I've done that. That's cool.
And you like that? Yeah.
Yeah, they put me up. They put me up. I could have. I think I was up high enough to be flying with small aircraft.
And they
And,
claimed that they swim with sharks, and I said, "Well, that's very rough."
Fuck that shit.
I tell you what, you go to Hawaii, you have to try one thing. It goes out of Waikiki Beach. They have this catamaran, which takes about like 30 people on it. But the catamaran is this big one, the fast one. So it gets, you can get up to like 45 knots on it. It's like it's insane to be on that catamaran.
I've been on one of those hanging off the end, and I thought to myself, why don't you just have a freaking canoe? Because only half the damn thing's damn near in the water on the other side.
Yeah, this is the speed catamaran, the big one. It takes, I think it's about 30 people. And the speed that shit gets up to, I think it's about 45 or 50 knots it can go to. I mean, it's like insane.
Hey, Tony, when you were living in the Philippines, did you ever see, what we call ski-doos here?
Oh, water?
Like water motorcycles,
Not where I was, but they have them, but not just.
Yeah,
not
probably
around.
just for resorts, though, right? I mean, but those would make sense for the people that live along the coast as far as for transportation,
Yeah, I don't think
Well,
that
they
a lot
could
of
afford it.
I don't think a whole heck of a lot of people can afford those. And
It's like the natives in the north of Norway and stuff, They use snow scooters as their mean of transportation.
they
You mean snowmobiles?
Yeah, snowmobiles, yeah.
they call them what do they call them? They call them snowmobiles here, but they're actually called snow machines, right? Maybe not. But in Wisconsin, I think it's in Wisconsin here. Is it here or Alaska where they have the World Championship?
Hey, Gear, in Norway, do they have, how on vehicles they put spiked tires and they race on like iced over lakes?
Oh, yeah.
Norway?
Yeah.
I
Yes.
guess anywhere in the cold climate where you got frozen lakes, you could do it.
Oh, yeah. I mean, even the funny part is we make 18 holes. You heard about ice golf?
No, I've never seen that.
We have big frozen lakes, and they put up 18-hole golf courses on.
It's
on
got to
the
be
lake.
pretty boring because it's all flat.
Sorry?
I said it
I
might
got
be boring golf because it's all flat, correct?
Yeah, it's flat, but it's quite fun. No, well, not necessarily because they make up. They clear for
They
snow
put
and stuff.
snow
They
and
use-
make some kind of obstructions, right?
Ex-
Like a real golf
exactly.
course.
Exactly, yeah. And you play with orange golf balls.
I heard a funny story here, and it's happened in Wisconsin here years ago. But these guys were out ice fishing, right? And they always drill a hole in the middle, sit around and get fucked up, and put their poles in there. And one guy had a dog, a black lab. His lab went in the water underneath, in the hole. And the guy was, hoping for it to come back, but they gave up, and they were headed off the ice. And as they were walking, apparently the dog came up through somebody else's hole. It scared the shit out of the fuckers. You imagine that? You're kind of half asleep anyways, you know.
Yeah.
He said these guys came running out of the fucking shit.
So do you have snow? Do you guys? I mean, Kiko, do you have snow now? And do you have snow outside as well?
No, not
Tony?
yet. Not
I
Tony
do.
said he just got a little bit. We have none so far.
No, I had we got a couple of inches here in like in 3 hours. It was coming down pretty heavy because it's warm, you know.
Here, I think we had one light snowfall the first week of November, maybe about 3 inches of snow, and we have not had any since.
So when does it normally? Is it sort of January and February and March you get it, Kiko?
No, normally November we start getting it. In
November up
December,
until
definitely
March.
have it.
Yeah.
I remember when
From
I grew up,
November till April.
Mhm.
back in the 70s, 60s and 70s, where I used to live at the east end of Oslo, we used to, which is kind of very far south in Norway. We used to have, 2, 3, 4 feet of snow in like the first week of October, and sometimes it didn't melt before about mid-May. I mean, these days there, you're lucky if you get snow in
My
January.
Tony,
son told me last winter when I was in the Philippines there, it didn't snow at all. And I remember when I was a kid, we had a snowstorm at least every 3 to 4 weeks. It was always shit coming down, and the front end loaders would have it piled 6 foot high on the side of the roads.
Yeah, well,
and you never saw the grass until April or May.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, this shit's gonna melt probably by tomorrow night. It's supposed to be in the 40s. It's supposed to rain some more. So you gotta watch that shit. Otherwise you'll do like I did and your feet go up to the sky and you land on your melon, man. Shit.
Do you guys in the States, like we do in Norway, for example, we need to change from summer tires to winter tires by a certain date. But it looks like in the States, I see all these horror movies of people driving on the highways, and then this like 300 fucking cars have these chain accidents and everything, and cars are skidding down the streets and everything. Are they all just using summer tires even when it's snowing?
That's in the South where people don't know how to drive in snow. But here they outlawed studs. They used to have studs in the
well, they did that in Norway too, because it makes too much damage to the roads. But you can use, if you go up to the mountains in Norway,
chains, yeah.
you can have studs. You're allowed to have that, but in major cities and stuff, not. But we still have specially made winter tires with stud free.
We have snow tires, but I think with the advent of front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive, that really...
Yeah, people, I mean, they get all-season tires, they call them, but yeah, to actually change them from summer to winter tires, that's kind of obsolete. Like Tony said, with front-wheel drive vehicles and all-wheel drive vehicles, that's...
Oh, no, in Norway, Sweden, Denmark, and all this shit, you have to, by law. And it's interesting because you have these businesses which have like tire hotels. So basically, people, they store people's snow tires for them.
Right.
And then, they change.
The next season, correct.
Yeah. And then you can go in and they change it for you. And then they store the summer tires while you're using the winter tires. There's a whole business about that. Huh.
We used to have goofballs putting snow tires on the front of.
Yeah. Now I've heard of people, like if you drive through the Rocky Mountains in the winter, they have, you're required to put chains on to get through some parts of it. But I've never driven that, but I've seen that on
Yeah,
video.
yeah, and snow chains as well. Yeah, certain places you need that, but or you're actually, you have to have it as a precaution in the car when you go to the ski resorts and so forth. In some of the ski resorts in Norway.
That's always amazed me how just putting simple chains on rubber tires actually works so well.
I mean, have you seen those chains, man? They are like, it's like, they have these, if you are out walking and you put these on your shoes,
Spikes.
so you spikes, yeah. So the chains have kind of small spikes in
Yeah,
in
but the
them,
ones here, I mean, they just look like regular old chains. They're like rounded off metal, and I was just
Oh,
amazed how well they went in snow. It's
Yeah.
oh, okay.
Yeah, they obviously they're not the kind you just. I mean, they're shaped. There's a little bit of science to them.
So when I moved to England the first time, I was always so surprised why my tires, why I had to change or actually buy new tires so often. But then I realized that, oh shit, I'm using the same tires all year around. While in Norway, I have 2 sets of tires. So like a light bulb went up in my head, and it's kind of, okay, shit, that explains why I'm wearing the tires there in the UK.
but most of them, like Craig, you can like you do vehicles for a business. How many kilometers do you get out of a set of tires normally? 50, 60
Yeah, between
70
60 and 70.
K? Yeah.
Hey,
60, 70.
my-
Yeah.
I put
usually
brand new
do-
tires on the car I had before I sold my son, and when he had new tires put on it, the car was at 85,000. So those tires had 65,000 miles on them.
Wow.
And the guy that took them off said those tires were shit. Well, if you rotate the fucking things, they'll last you. But a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah, to rotate every 5 to 10,000.
Yeah.
I
Well,
only buy
what I used to do,
two new back, so it's not as big of a.
I would do it twice a year. Every 6
Yeah.
months.
And I think it also comes down to a little bit what type of car you have, because if the steering is not 100% aligned or whatever, you can get more damage to
Right. More wear.
more
I
wear
mean,
to them.
Wear, they would call it, yeah. But you
And
know
the
what?
newer-
One of the best vehicles I ever had that went in the snow, I had a little 78 Fiat 128, which looked like a Lada, a little square box. It was a Fiat 128, and it was front wheel drive. And all I did was put snow tires on that, and I could go anywhere I wanted.
Kiko, that was it's so funny you say it. White Fiat 128 was my first vehicle.
I had a yellow
owned.
one. It looked like a Bumblebee. It was yellow
It
with black
looks like a
vinyl.
Lada. It's like this. The aerodynamic, it looks like this.
Yeah, it's no aerodynamics at all.
Nothing.
It's just a square. There's all square corners on that.
Yeah, but that was a good car.
It was very,
front wheel drive, so you never got stuck because
right
the weight of the engine was over the front
over the
wheels,
drivetrain.
obviously.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you actually had one, huh? I had a 78.
My first car. I tell you what, my aunt, she had it, and they were living out in the countryside, and she only used that car to go to the shop and on Saturday and Sundays, because she
Yeah.
was working in town, so she was taking the bus and everything. So it had almost no mileage on it, whatever. And then sadly, she got brain cancer and died. And I bought the car. I think I paid $750 for it. It only had about 12,000 K on it,
Wow.
and it was almost like fucking brand new. And that was my first car. Yeah,
Yeah. Did it have a black vinyl interior?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Mine too. Little.
And you know
I
the
think it was
shift
a
gear,
4-speed.
this the long sort of on the floor, the
Right. The shift. Yeah.
Yeah.
Manual shift.
manual shift. Yeah.
And no air conditioning.
No,
Of course, you
and
don't
it
need
took-
it there, but
I know, but it took, to get the car heated and whatever. You either needed to in the winter when it was minus 25 and whatever. And if I was driving somewhere, let's say you were going to a friend or something, and it was only like 10K, 15K, the car wasn't even warm by the time you
yeah, by the time you get there. Yeah.
yeah.
But it was a great little car. I really enjoyed that car.
Yeah.
Mine was 2 doors. Is that what yours was? Or
2 doors. Yeah.
yes. But it looked a lot like a Lada.
And
right?
the only thing with it was that all my mates, they had the rear wheel drive cars, so I become an expert in actually being able to
Yeah.
with it, because I was using the handbrake all the time.
Right. Yeah, that was an awesome car. It's so ironic that you had the exact same vehicle that I had.
That was my first vehicle it was standing there when I got my driver license, and it was the first car I ever had. I had it for almost a couple of years.
Yeah.
My dad had, well, at the time he had big cars, always big cars, and I had my Skylark. That was my first car, '68 Skylark, and it was snowing. The snow was so high, the car kept cutting out on me because it was getting all damp and wet. So I took it home and I get in his car. I probably told you this, Kiko, but there's a lot of snow, So I get in my dad's car because I think this thing will be better in the snow. On the windshield, he had a note on the steering wheel. He had a note that said, "Do not start car, blanket over motor." And I read that and I thought, what the fuck is he talking about? Fucking blanket. A blanket ain't gonna help a cast iron block. So I took the note up. I started her up, man. It busted all 3 belts. And the belts at the time, this was in '77, they cost $21, which was a lot of money. He didn't give a shit because I was paying for it.
But you started it even though you
Yeah,
knew there was a blanket on the engine?
Yeah, I thought, what kind of a moron would put a blanket on top of an engine?
So
And forever after that, my dad would say, I put a note on there, and he still fucking started the car.
let me tell you a funny story. Take up this enlarge this picture. Yeah, you see that American car there?
Yeah.
So a friend of mine is super wealthy. He owns like the pound stretchers, these pound stores, about 400 of them in Norway. They sold the company for $350 or $400 million. Yeah, so he always imported. He just drive American cars, and he always buy 2 exactly the same cars, because he has one with winter tires and one with summer tires, because he can't be bothered to have to change it.
Oh, that's brilliant.
That looks like the car I had on one of my weddings. It had 400 miles on it. I was doing donuts in the parking lot with it. You made it back? Let's look at him close up, seeing sure that's him.
He looks so settled in his gaming chair.
Looks all lazy there, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I still don't really get used to see him out of bed.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I know, man.
Like
It's
a
just,
fish out of water, man.
Yeah, he's so misplaced.
Yeah, well, that belly is blowing up. That belly looked like a blowfish. No, mine's a little.
Why are you muted, Professor?
He's got a porn
Because he
movie
wants
on
to
there.
read.
Because somebody was talking. Yeah, this is all Mountain Dew. Don't worry.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I thought maybe you just had some moaning on that Triple X movie you're watching.
No. 24/7 ain't on yet. I'm watching Riches from Amazon Prime about this African cosmetic company in UK.
Oh, about the divorce.
So what happened? I mean,
De Beers Diamond, huh?
No, not the De Beers Diamond. That I don't agree
That
with
was
that.
a commercial, huh?
Yeah, that was an ad on the MSN I saw. I was like, how ironic. You know, they
Hey,
should
Ronald.
Africa.
Ronald,
and they
on
have
Amazon Prime now, have you ever watched Animal Kingdom?
I seen that thing. I'm like,
You know, I actually just saw it the other day and didn't realize it was 6 seasons of it. And I started to watch it and I got really into it. And it has like an 8.6 score as well. It's like super high. And it's actually quite good.
yeah, but I mean, damn, 8 seasons, that's a lot of binging.
Oh, yeah. It's a lot of binging. Yeah.
you know, I take
What's
beta blockers now. They're
Ronald,
working
what's it
wonders
like? Is
for
it
me.
like Mutual of Omaha Wild Kingdom or what? Is it actual animals?
Human beings.
No, it's not. It's this family, this woman, which has 3 sons with 3 different dudes, and then another one that she has. And they do bank robberies and all kinds of shit and so forth, and the whole dynamic within the family and everything like that. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool.
I'll check it out, but goddamn, 8 seasons. I need something short and sweet,
8 years.
Yeah.
like a 4
Well,
5.
Where's this
Filipino.
based out of, Gear? Is it in the States? Is this
Yeah. It's in America.
What do you call it? Oh shit! What's the name of that?
It's in the
A bank robbery cartel.
Yeah, it's based in this a small seaside town in California.
Could be anywhere. No, but I just got into this Riches. I'm on episode 4 right now. The Master's Tools.
Hey, Craig, did you say, are you on the Gold Coast there of Australia?
Craig Crows.
No, Craig is further south.
Craig's frozen. Where is he? Is he Sydney, Brisbane? I forget where.
No, he's close to Melbourne.
Oh, at the bottom there.
He's frozen. What's up?
Cold there.
No, it's not. It's summer. It's almost summer.
It's cold. It's
Yeah.
cold.
Springtime there.
Well, he's cold looking the other way. He's
Yeah.
frozen looking the other way.
I'm back now. I'd shut something down. The computer's not strong enough. No, I'm in
You only-
Victoria, about 100.
Yeah, you're only like an hour.
East of Melbourne.
About an
100?
hour's drive, is it? Hour and a half?
Hour and a half, hour and 3/4, depending on traffic.
East
Yeah.
of Melbourne, you said.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
In a Gips area called Gippsland.
Okay.
More
If you're on the
like
northern part, it's
West Gippsland, in probably 4-6 towns called Latrobe Valley.
I told you before, right? I had a high school foreign exchange student, my classmate. He's from Mansfield. That's where he's living.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, up near the base
Up-
of the Mount Buller.
Yeah,
and that.
mountain, some kind of horse riding camp or something. He ran. Yeah.
Yeah.
Craig,
Yeah.
are you closer to Adelaide or closer to Sydney?
Because Sydney's nearly 900 clicks from Melbourne. Adelaide's about 750. So
Oh, yeah, you're
Probably-
closer to Adelaide.
no, because I'm an hour and a half on, so I'm probably in the middle of them.
Oh, okay.
Probably the same distance, but it's longer to Sydney here from it is to Melbourne because you have to go through the hills and round the coast. Whereas if you're in Melbourne, you got highway all the way.
And Canberra, the capital, that's between Sydney and Melbourne?
Yeah, it's about 3.5, 4 hours south of Sydney.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So north of Melbourne, yeah, okay.
yeah. Because in 1901, Melbourne had the parliament before Federation, and then Sydney, when Federation said they want the parliament, so no one could agree on it, so they made a capital territory sort of in between them.
But that's not big. I mean, that's a quite small place, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost just pure government shit there, isn't it?
Pretty much, yeah. I've only been there a couple of times. I went there for my sister's first wedding, and it's like to me, it just reminded me of like being in a big university campus all the time, you know.
Okay.
It's like very, very well designed because it was purpose built, you know, like it wasn't just added on, whatever. But it's a nice place, but you know, I have no desire to go there.
I'm looking at my phone map. Are you near Wagga Wagga? No.
No, that's New South Wales.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Got to go further south.
You have to go south, Kiko.
Yeah. What highway is it? M31 you're on? M39?
M1.
M1.
Yeah, you way off, Kiko.
Okay, I'm way off. Oh, okay, M1. I see Warragul, Morwell,
Yeah,
Tarragone.
yeah.
Sale.
No, I'm between Warragul and Morwell. I'm about 30 k's east of Warragul, and 30 k's east of Warragul, and then another 30 k's is Tarragone.
Okay, I see now. I thought you were
Yeah.
northeast of Melbourne. You're actually southeast, right? Or maybe my
Yeah,
map.
well, yeah, sort of east, slightly south.
You know what's the funny part, Kiko, is with Australia is that the further north you get, the hotter it gets. The further south you get, the colder it gets.
Yeah.
Just like in New Zealand, you know, it's
Yeah.
like upside down. It's on the wrong, different side of the equator.
Yes.
Do you ever get snow, Craig?
20 years I've been in my town, we've never had it, but we're about 70 clicks from Mount Borbor. That's the closest mountain. So if you go up the back way of the mountain, back dirt road to the mountain there's snow. Yeah.
How about
It's snow for
Tasmania?
you,
Do they get snow or only in the mountains?
Yeah, they do get snow. They're colder than Victoria
Right.
in general, but
Yeah,
we've got- Yeah.
South New Zealand, they got ski resorts and stuff.
yeah.
Really?
Because
Oh, yeah.
New Zealand's sort of the top of New Zealand's about level with Sydney, sort of thing, and the bottom of New Zealand's actually lower than Tasmania.
Mm.
So all further south, you know. But yeah, but we get snow. We go to the snow once a year or something, and yeah, it's all right. It's all right. It's only about an hour drive. That's the beauty of where I am. It's an hour an hour 15 to the ocean, and you know, an hour
So
to the snow, and
The
10
top of the
minutes out
country's
town,
always
you're
warm.
50 minutes out of the city, you know. It's pretty cool.
Is the top always warm year round?
Yeah. That's almost near Malaysia. Cairns,
Yeah,
right?
you get
In
the
the-
tropical
Indonesia.
Capricorn above is like
The north of the Gold Coast is almost like Papua New Guinea and
Yeah,
Indonesia.
Darwin's right
Yeah.
across the water from New Guinea, right?
yeah,
So
that's
Yeah.
right. It's
Same
all
climate.
wet and dry season, humidity. It's the same as being in Asia. Hello. You ready, are you? All right, guys, I've got to go for a little bit because my boy
Okay.
wants to go to the lake with his mates. So I'm going to
Nice.
drop him off. I'll be back. Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
It's only 10 minutes each way. We've got that lake, a lot of water skiing, and then we got
Good
another
morning,
big
Timmy.
lake about 15 minutes away. So I'm
Nice.
going to go drop him. I'll be back in 2025.
Okay, Craig.
Enjoy, brother Craig.
All right.
Don't
I'm
hit no
looking at-
kangaroos.
Yeah, right. I'm looking at
Nah,
the
it's
Aussie.
all right.
You know
Only
what?
Dustin Dawn tonight. Oh, you got any money?
Yeah, hit him up early.
Are you gonna charge? You gonna charge him?
He's asking the kid to give
I'm asking him if he's got money because he probably
Good.
I can give him some.
Yeah, drop
Okay.
drop the flag.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
Timmy.
I forgot I've been there before too.
What?
Over there, Perth, Melbourne, and Brisbane, and we
Been
never
there?
got to Sydney. Yeah, we never did get to Sydney. We don't know why, but I've been there. I mean, from Perth all the way around back over to Brisbane.
Did you
and
go
Brisbane.
to? Have you been to Perth? Yeah.
Yeah. That's the first place we went. It's
Yeah.
boring.
Because did you ever go to San Diego? To Diego Garcia.
No.
Okay.
Give us
Because you
money.
got you have them the Air Force there with the B-52s are stationed at Diego Garcia.
Right.
Yeah, but we was already out there. We didn't go in there on Liberty or nothing.
Oh, okay.
We was close, but never there.
So Perth
I
is
I
boring,
remember
huh?
Brisbane. Say what, Kiko?
Perth is boring, huh?
Boring as fuck. Matter of fact, when we got there, I mean, it takes us right to the port. It's like a secure base. We had to wait for a fucking cab to come out there and drag us all the way into town. It's got a big ass freeway, highway system and shit. And we ran into these girls. They took us to the house and we were watching the fucking football match at her house.
I think you can, you can probably call it like this, Kiko. That if you think of Melbourne and Sydney and Adelaide as like New York, Chicago, Boston, then you can look at Perth more like Miami, more
Or
like
New Jersey.
For distance wise?
No, not distance wise, but for like, Perth is very laid back. It's isolated all the way over at the West Coast,
Right.
and all the other action is all around the East
Melbourne,
Coast.
Sydney, Brisbane, all the action is way on the other side.
Well, Miami wouldn't be a good thing to compare it to because there's a lot of action in Miami too.
Yeah,
you
but
can-
it's like more laid back than New York, and
Kansas.
It'd be
Yeah.
like Salt Lake City, Utah, probably. That's
Yeah,
probably-
Kansas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Kansas.
maybe more like Wichita.
Yeah. Or North Dakota.
Yeah.
Because that was nothing to fucking do. But it was a stop. We had to get off the boat, so we did it. You know what I mean?
They're very nice though, very friendly in Perth. It's like its own. You can imagine you're placing like this beautiful seaside town, like 4 hours, 5 hours flight from. So it's basically it's like San Diego or like Malibu but bigger. And then everything else is just the Boston, New York.
But Gear, where did you fly to get there? Did you fly there from Melbourne or Sydney or where?
Well, you fly directly to Perth.
From?
Well, from Singapore, from Malaysia, from ton of places.
Right.
Because it's a 4.5 hour. It's almost like going from New York to LA. It's like
Right.
four
Get
and a
across
half
the country, correct.
hours flight.
Yeah, they are friendly because I mean, a bunch of sailors getting off the boat, and we wind up at her house watching the football.
Mm.
I mean, how friendly can you be? And we got black guys, white guys. They didn't give a shit. They come on to my house.
Very friendly in Perth.
Yeah, we couldn't hit on it too. Pops was there. We couldn't do that. We was all sailor gentlemen. We wasn't drunk, so we acted accordingly. But Melbourne,
Or I mean, even forget. Most people forget that Santa Monica is actually, it's not LA, even if Santa Monica is in LA. So So Perth is more like a Santa Monica, if you know what I mean.
What's up, Timmy? Timmy's in the house. Yes, I've been sitting up here fighting this cold, boy. I done hit the NyQuil and the DayQuil.
Well, do you have snow yet in Washington?
Oh, we had snow already. The rain took it away.
We don't
Oh.
get much. We get rain tomorrow.
We had rain all week coming. Heavy. Right now, my computer says heavy rain.
Yeah, mine's mine's going
No
on.
purple rain, huh?
No purple
I
rain.
mean, Vancouver and Seattle has pretty much the same weather, doesn't it?
Vancouver, BC?
Right.
No, because most of that weather is controlled by the temperature. We get this fucking nor'easter and this Pineapple Express that comes in. It never cuts across unless our worst shit comes down from Canada.
Oh, okay.
Anything with moisture sweeps across the Northwest, hits the Cascades, hits the Olympics, and boom, once it carries across Seattle and got them to the passes, and the elevation drops to 1,000, snow up their ass.
So, Gary, what was that when you were Norwegian Air Force? What was that northern part you were at in Norway? What was the name of it?
Northern.
Well, I
part.
was at the Air Force base in the south, but up north in Norway, we have a lot of bases up there as well. Bodø, Tromsø.
Now, how far north up there? Like, when does it start snowing, and when, like, does it start in October and it doesn't? You don't see the grass till.
Yeah, but it used to be that all over Norway, even in the south.
Yeah.
Because what nobody really realized that let's say that, if you cut Norway loose from Russia, Finland, and Sweden, yeah, let's say it was freestanding, yeah, and if you put your finger on Oslo and keep Oslo where it is, and you turn Norway upside down, keeping Oslo exactly at the same point, just turn the country up.
Yeah,
All the
it'll
way.
go all the way to Africa, right?
No, it goes further down than Rome in Italy. So it was actually quicker to drive from Oslo to Rome in Italy than it was to drive from Oslo to the north of Norway.
Ain't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And on the narrowest part of Norway, because Norway is like this, and then it goes up and like that. The narrowest part of Norway is only 7.5 km from the North Sea to the Swedish border, and then it widens out again.
Okay, if you've driven in Europe, how many countries can you drive in one day in Europe? Or have you driven in one day?
In one day, I've been driving from Norway to Italy, to the north of Italy.
That damn.
Because it takes about from Oslo to Denmark, through Sweden and over the bridge in Malmö to Denmark. It takes about 5 hours, 6 hours. Then it takes about 3-4 hours through Denmark to hit Germany. And on the Autobahn, you can drive through Germany in 10 hours. And then you get into Austria, and it's only a couple of 3 hours through Austria, and you dip into to the north of Italy.
Wow. And you said you've driven across the U.S. before, right?
Yeah, I've done the Route 66.
I'm looking at your map right now, Gare, and that you would come in right around Milan, right?
It's around
To
my
the north.
territory.
Yeah, sort of down to about just about Rome, I think, if you turn it upside down.
I don't even think my dad knew this, but my dad's dad was named after a town in a little bit northeast of Milan
Word
What was that?
called Albino.
Albino.
Which means white, right?
I don't
Yeah.
know. That's Bino. I don't know.
That means white.
I've been to every single country in Europe, but beside of Albania
Luxembourg.
and Belarus.
Damn.
You've been to Estonia, Latvia,
Yeah, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania,
Kaliningrad.
Poland, to Russia,
Russia.
St. Petersburg, down
Kaliningrad.
through Czech Republic, Slovakia, Slovenia, Bulgaria, Romania, and to Croatia and Serbia and Montenegro and Kosovo, all those places. Gone across to Italy, through France, to Spain, Portugal, Austria, Switzerland, obviously, Belgium, Liechtenstein, Andorra, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg.
That'd be one hell of a trip, boy. Just start out at Istanbul and work your way through Turkey, then come around Syria, Lebanon, Israel, down to Cairo. That's a hell of a road.
I had friends of mine. They used to fly down to Turkey, and because Turkey had a lot of U.S. bases in the old days, and the servicemen there, they left a lot of like Chevy Impalas and all that shit, 1966 Impalas and all that stuff. So my guys, they used to fly down to Turkey, and they bought American cars down there, cheap as chips, and smuggled and drove them all the way from Turkey back to Norway.
Damn.
And the fun part was, they got always stopped at the border, and they searched through the cars for liquor and alcohol and all kinds of shit. And they never realized it was actually the cars that the guys were smuggling.
I'm surprised if they were that old that they made the trip. It's not like you could get parts very often there, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, Turkey was one place, and Belgium as well, and this was back in the late 70s, and it was very popular to have American like Impalas and Corvettes and all that shit, and the guys went down to Belgium, and they bought cars and smuggled them back again, and they bought these reg papers from old trucks and shit and put them on, because so a weekend trip, they made 10-15 grand, which was a lot of money. So they had a party weekend in Brussels, and they almost went like every other weekend, and made tons of money on smuggling American cars back to Norway.
Must have been big fun. Now you can't do shit. Goddamn restrictions.
Yeah.
So,
because the import duties and cars and all that shit is so high in Norway, and also there was a lot of money to be made on it.
right. One of these days, I'm gonna get over there to Europe again.
I'm just wondering how they got them into Norway at
They
the
just
border.
drove up.
Drove it.
You
At the
drive-
border, you got to come across the border. Doesn't anyone check you?
There's
No,
more than one
yeah.
road.
But they didn't check the car.
They're looking for contraband.
And looking for contraband. I wasn't thinking of that the boys was actually smuggling in the cars they were driving.
But I mean, did they put license plates on these cars? Did they have
Sure.
a tag on them? That was
Yeah.
stolen also.
They weren't registered, right?
They put Norwegian plates on it. I mean, you drive there, nobody's checking your vehicle documents and whatever. You come in a car with Norwegian
They're
number
not worried
plates
about
on it. They just open it up and check for contraband, like, you know, drugs and too much food or alcohol or cigarettes.
Crazy. And they knew it. So they said, fuck it, let's do it.
Nothing in here.
All right. Nothing to see here. All right, that's some good stuff, boy. That's good old
Oh
thing.
man. Yeah.
Well, you know, we the last of the best.
Yeah. Yeah, the only way somebody knows if they told on themselves.
Right? What these millennials and Gen X is gonna do, ain't no fucking telling. These fucking idiots. You see, they already shaping the commercials for these idiots. And these
Yeah.
people, I'm watching this series about some young girl. She wants to be a police officer in, I forget what city this was, in Spain, I think it's it and shit. And her father was a commissioner. He passed away. And the girl is straight up ignorant, belligerent. You know, she won't take no for an answer. And I'm like, I can't watch this shit. I forgot the name of the title. It's in Spanish and shit. I'm like, no, I can't watch
Stupid
it.
is, stupid does.
You know what?
Yeah.
That's why when we were kids, that's why the old timers just shook their head. You know, we could never understand why they're just sitting there shaking their head at us. Now we're seeing the same thing.
Right, but these motherfuckers are the worst. You see that BK, that Burger King commercial? Oh my god!
No, I
They
didn't.
they even got the rapper singing the song in adolescent style. Then at the end of it, it says, "You rule." The fuck? No, you rule shit. It's just, man, I just can't take it. I'm like, I feel sorry for these motherfuckers. When I'm dead and gone, I don't want none of these motherfuckers in charge of shit. Nothing.
These guy, well, I think I said it earlier in the week, but what's his name? Troy Aikman. They were doing a Monday night. They're on Monday Night Football now, and they said, you know, Troy Aikman was a quarterback, and he simply said it was a football term too. It said, "Boy, you got to take the dresses off these guys." You know, like quit treating them like women. And this fucking lady, I didn't belong to Twitter, but I'm reading these responses. And this fucking bitch actually thought that he literally meant that.
Yeah, he was talking about, you know, how quarterbacks now, you can't touch them or you get
Yeah,
rough-
well, that's what I just
roughing
said.
the passer. So Troy was just saying, yeah. And like one other guy said, oh, they just ought to put dresses on them, you know? And
Mhm.
and now they're getting all upset over.
The
oh,
lady
what-
said, she said, I couldn't believe what I heard. Did he just say that? I'm thinking, I wasn't on that media type thing. And I thought to myself, how fucking stupid can you be?
She should have been around for Howard Cosell and Dandy Don, huh?
Oh, Lord, man.
God, Madden.
You know,
I don't get it. I mean, but that's the way it's going. I mean, they making these kids. Well, they already
They
set them up.
belong to the Church of the Perpetually Offended.
well, they had,
Oh.
yeah, they had here, the governor here, he used to be a superintendent, and he either proposed it or they did, where the white kids had a wristband that said that they were privileged.
That
I
was
see in
no-
America, you're probably going to end up with a non-binary president before a female president.
Yeah. Well, you know, there's this guy named Ruben called on YouTube. It's called the Ruben Report. Now, this guy, he's openly gay guy, and he, we know when that press secretary, the black one, said, well, I'd like to take this opportunity to let everybody know I'm the first openly gay, whatever. And the guy's like, he's talking into his camera because he played an excerpt from there, and he says, "Oh, come on, what's next? There's gonna be the first one with lazy eye or some other shit." And he's like, I'm gay, and this shit's just old. Why is it always got to be a label on this shit?
Oh, are you saying
What?
Tony, that current spokesperson?
Yeah,
the black-
yeah, good looking one. Yeah.
Oh, so she bats for the other team. Huh?
Yep. She's openly gay though. She's the first. She let that be known at a press conference. Like, who the fuck cares? I mean, not only that, but why would you even want to do that? Who gives a shit? You get extra points for it?
Yeah.
Why? Yeah, that's like saying, well, I won 10 second place prizes in bowling. If anybody cares to know, fuck it. That's got nothing to do with anything. Nothing.
I don't get it either, but that's
Well,
what we want.
maybe next time she's going to come up to that podium and go, you know what? I'm the first press secretary that ever got munched live on TV because there's my girlfriend. My girlfriend's right underneath this podium.
Hey, do you want to be operated on? Do you want to be operated on by the brain surgeon who didn't have to pass any grades or get an SAT score to get in school? They just made him or her a brain surgeon.
Take that, Bill Clinton. I'm getting munched while you're getting blowed.
Can you imagine? I mean, if Hillary would have won, to think that she's walking into the same office where her husband got a blowjob.
I mean, women ain't like men. When you're a powerful woman like Hillary Clinton, a blowjob ain't shit.
Well, you know what they said.
Tony, if you ever watch House of Cards, that don't mean nothing.
You know what?
Yeah, but I mean, Hillary was she liked pussy more than dick anyway.
Well, it's probably like, she was ugly when she was younger. She got better looking as she got older, not younger.
You think? No, she looked better when she was younger. God damn.
There was no really. If you're gonna use the word better, it's got to be when she was older.
Hey, Ronald, you better check Tony's eye doctor.
Yeah, Tony, you gotta take your glasses, man. That bitch.
I feel sorry for Chelsea though, because she wasn't the prettiest.
Well, any president that's had a daughter that ends up growing up being a freaking freak of some kind.
Well, that ain't even Bill's daughter. That's fucking Foster's kid.
Webb Hubble.
But you know what? I saw this interview where the Secret Service guy was on a talk show or some other form of media, and he said that after that happened, he said that Bill Clinton had black eyes from her throwing ashtrays and all kinds of shit at him because she had an office. She had an office down the hall from his or something.
If I was the president of the United States of America, my whole entire security detail should just be fucking good looking chicks. Little one.
Sunglasses and pretty hair.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you'd have a harem.
Mm-hmm.
Like a whole squad of SEAL women.
It's like a Victoria's Secret.
Yeah. Like G.I. that movie, G.I. Jones or whatever it was called.
G.I. Jane.
I just have I have a couple of hundred of those. With Uzis and...
Who was that? Was that what's that actress's name?
Angelina Jolie, wasn't it?
No.
G.I. Jane?
Yeah.
No.
Demi Moore.
The one that did Ghost with Patrick.
Yeah,
Demi Moore.
Demi Moore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she's probably old now too.
I could live with a squad full of diversified women like Goldie Hawn, Demi Moore, Kate Hudson. You know,
Yeah,
throw
but
in
not where they're at
throw in
nowadays.
Angela Joey and
Gear, you're
and
talking 40 years ago.
yeah, but you know the
Kiko,
same type of women. You know what I mean?
yeah, Kiko, I take the whole squad of fucking Wakanda Forever girls. You know what I'm saying?
Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's Angels, yeah.
Yeah, Charlie's Angels. I'll take the Wakanda Forever girls. That bald head chick, that bitch is bad. Well, I mean, she acting, but I'll take them.
I never saw that, so I don't know what you're talking about.
You ever seen
You never seen Charlie's Angels?
No, he's talking Wakanda.
Black Panther?
What?
You ever seen Black Panther?
No, I don't think so.
What?
But I saw
Kiko.
I saw Pink Panther.
Oh, fuck that. That's the idiot.
That dude was funny.
What, Peter Sellers? Peter Sellers?
Inspector Clouseau.
Yeah.
Like an
It's not
idiot.
my Minky.
It might have been. It should have been Mr. Bean. That idiot too. Or Benny Hill for that.
Does
matter.
your
For
dog
humor,
bite?
I mean,
No.
for humor, nothing beats the Monty Python movies. But today they could probably not show them on national TV anymore because they will violate everything there is for
offend
every
everybody.
person who has.
Was that out before you moved to England? Monty Python? Was that way before you moved to England?
Yeah, the first ones, yeah, but I used to love them. I mean, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, and
Yeah.
and they were taking the Mickey out of and Life of Brian. They were taking the Mickey out of the the Holy Grail and all the Irish, and I mean, it was just hilarious.
Look like we are nice that go neat.
It's impossible to be a stand-up comedian these days because what can you take a Mickey out of without getting sued?
Everybody's all fucking sensitive. I'm like,
Old
it's a
white
fucking
straight
joke.
guys. That's all you could do.
It's a joke. They got on Dave Chappelle about fucking with the gay folks, the LGBT, whatever.
Hey, Slim Pickens. Slim Pickens said in that Blazing Saddles, he said, "You guys are dancing around like a bunch of Kansas City faggots."
You can't even say that.
No.
You can't say that no more.
Oh, bad. He be bleeping out every.
It's just too sensitive.
Oh,
Well,
my God.
I am enjoying the season 5 of the Kevin Costner saga these days. I'm out on episode 5.
Yellowstone?
Huh?
Yellowstone?
Yellowstone. Yeah, I love that. I really like his daughter. I mean, she's a nutcase, but she's kind of sexy as well.
Gear.
I know, Gay, you got to control yourself.
You need to get out more, Gear.
I know. I'm living in the past, Kiko. I mean, I'm living on memories.
Oh,
All right? We ain't got nothing left.
nothing like some nice memories.
Whew,
Oh,
time to
I
lower
got
the
a lot
chair,
of nice memories. If I didn't have those, I'd be completely fucked.
right? Whew, time to go down. Down, so.
Eject seat.
Yeah, I had to go down. I was up a little too high.
How's your leg, by the way? And where's your WBA or whatever boxing belt? Champion belt.
I got it over there, but I'm not using it. I only need it when I'm walking or standing straight up. The leg is same old shit. The foot started swelling going down. I got the itch, because they told me, well, the nerve's going to have to reroute themselves.
Have you got any closer to any appointment or anything to get this shit sorted so they can get you on a boat or a plane to Cavite?
Yeah, I got MRI on Wednesday.
On Wednesday, okay.
How
Yeah,
about
definitely.
you, Gear? Gear, how's your deal doing?
Yeah, what's up?
Nah, I'm waiting for a DAT scan.
No, damn.
How many years on the list for that?
I don't know, but I did something smart the other day because I asked them and they said it's because it's this nuclear thing, it's like a half-day procedure. They put, I had the MRI and I got the result back from my MRI head scan, and the conclusion of that is
That it was empty.
The conclusion of that is the brain appears structurally normal. So, yeah.
Really?
I think their machine was out of whack that day.
I'm saying somebody was tampering with the machine.
Yeah.
So I have got. So I am now. It says no abnormality noted on susceptibility weighted images. Normal.
Tell them to come on a live stream.
Normal ventriculus and extra axial fluid spaces. The brain appears structurally normal.
Wow.
Structurally normal.
Yeah.
Never judge a book by its cover.
So now they're gonna. So that was that conclusion to that. Yeah. So. So now they want to do a DAT scan, and a DAT scan is a nuclear scientific fucking thing. So they're gonna put this nuclear shit in your
Put
blood.
isotopes in your veins, and then they're going to look at how it circulates in your brain.
Yeah, you have now. Well, then you have to wait for 3 hours, and then they're gonna see how it reacts on the nerves and everything in the head, and so they're gonna do a head scan, another MRI, but with this nuclear bollocks in here to see if I have an early onset of Parkinson's or some bullshit like that.
Oh. And how did they say how many hours that takes?
Takes about 5. It's about half a day at the hospital. It takes about 5 hours, 5.5 hours.
Some of us, I don't think it would take that long.
Nah.
We'd be in 5 minutes, and they'd say, "Okay, we can't help you." Results were inconclusive.
You drop them off at a detox place. Well, we're not taking any new clients tonight.
Yeah.
We had this. I lived. My mom and dad had his apartment manager for a while. This guy owned the bar, and I moved there above the bar, and he always had he always had shit going on there.
So we'll see if I can go through this, because they said so the difference between that scan and the MRI, both takes images of the brain. However, the DAT scan provides more detailed pictures of dopamine brain cells.
I spent 5.5 hours in that tube my first time, and the lady gave me I have a bad back, and she put nothing in my ears, so it was like click click click. 5.5 hours of that shit.
She didn't give you any headphones.
No. Second time when the guy gave me earplugs and then put tape, to keep them there. But that was my first trip, was with that lady. And I thought those people made a lot of money, because this chick dressed like she made $5 an hour.
Man. Well, that place I'm going on Wednesday, they've got this state-of-the-art open MRI where I can see around in the building, in the room.
I don't know what I had, man. I forget.
They said, "Are you claustrophobic?" Hell yeah, I'm claustrophobic. I want the open one. They said,
well, when I went in there, it was raining. When I came out, it was snowing.
Man.
5.5 hours of click, click, click. Oh.
Yeah, that shit drive you nuts, don't it? And then the shit,
freaking headache, man.
Like drive you hair and shit. I mean, goddamn, the machine is. You can lick the damn top of the machine.
Yeah, it's like one of those single tube capsule hotels in Japan.
Yeah.
They slide you right in. It's like you're in a morgue.
Or like
Yeah.
some damn torpedo.
Yeah.
Fly tube one. Your ass
It's like
is
putting a
sitting there.
pizza in the oven, right?
You know, when I first went, I had, you know, I didn't know, I knew of the machine, but I had no idea how long I was going to be in there.
That's
And,
too long.
you know, well, hell yeah, well, it was for me. And then the second time was like 2.5 hours.
They should give you one of those like virtual
So what are they
reality,
gonna?
things and headphones, so you can like take a vacation while you're in
She
there.
said, how you doing in there? How you fucking think, man? My back was just, oh, crap.
So what they're gonna inject me with is a radioactive tracer called flupane, also known as DaTscan. Is injected into the blood where it circulates around the body and makes its way into the brain. It attaches itself to the dopamine transporter, a molecule found on dopamine neurons. Several hours after the tracer has been injected, special image equipment scans the head to detect the presence of DaTscan.
Yeah, it's
You,
probably similar to the stuff when you get a, if you've ever had a, what do they call that when you, a heart? they
Yeah,
check
no, I
your
had
heart,
3 of those. I had 3 of those.
stress test where they shoot you up with that stuff in your veins and then they're able to see
Yeah,
That's not a
That's
how it
high.
circulates.
It's you know they look here. I still have the marks from it. Normally they go through the way through the groin, but now they can actually go in through.
No, I'm
through
not
hair.
talking about a catheterization. I'm just talking about a stress
No,
test.
Kiko. It's
Oh.
the same as the CT scan
No.
where they put that fucking
Ultrasound, all kinds of shit.
and they shove
But
you
you
in the
know what?
machine.
You know, you're going to be able to do. Every time somebody fires up a microwave, you're going to piss yourself.
Yeah, and it's gonna
No,
glow.
but they're going to be filled with nuclear, so they can just put a
You'll
helmet
glow.
on me and shoot me towards Russia, and I can contaminate the whole damn place.
You're going to glow. You're going to glow like the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
Now, when they gave me that CT scan, she put that fucking iodine in the IV, like Gary's saying. And then once that shit was in there, they shoved me in that machine, and the whole fucking body just heated up like I was in the microwave.
Man, that guy.
It's nuclear technology type shit they are putting into your body, when they do this DaTscan shit, because it reacts on the dopamines and all the nerves and all that shit in your brain. You know what I mean?
When I had a real concern, I asked the cardiologist. I said, "Why don't you just check it with that dye, and just get it out of the way?" Well, that's pretty invasive. I thought, who the fucking cares? I mean, if it'll help put my mind at ease and yours too, well, then it's good. No problem. But I had to have my regular doctor give me the beta blockers because I was in there my last appointment, and I said, "Yeah, they want you to look at my thyroid because they think the medicine might be too high because they refuse to do anything because my pulse rate was 92 or over 100 when I was running around." And so I was telling him. He goes, "Why not? That's ridiculous." So I had blood work done, and he wrote me out a script, man. And I've been taking them for almost 2 weeks now. So, but I found that you can't mess with the caffeine when you're taking that shit because it's a time released pill, and at least it's steady though. This is the first time I've ever checked with the wrist thing, which is it isn't the best, and I got one that is a good one, and around the bicep, and the pulse rate it matches, so it's progress. I don't know why I had to keep fucking insisting and practically begging. I kept telling them I'm not comfortable with 92. That's too close,
See, I'm sitting here now and a little bit excited and talking with you guys, and my rest pulse now is 74 beats.
Well, what do you have? Do you have one? Is it on your watch?
Yeah. And if you had put a pair of tits on here, it would have probably
Oh.
been 110.
Hey, you know what? You know what? They've come out with some new undergarments for seniors, so when they want to get down, it's a lot easier for them. And this is what it sounds like: Velcro.
Man.
So if you're an X-ray movie theater and you know so-
You hear some shit like that?
you know that's going to be worse than a sticky floor.
That depends.
Well, how do you do it? I don't know.
They brought the wife with them. It's time to move to the back row.
Yeah. Is that the first season, Christian? Because if you've seen 5 episodes of the first season, then you have another 4 seasons after that.
Yeah, this season's the last season, right?
Huh?
This is the last season for that.
No, season 5? No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't hope so. I mean, I'm on episode 5 because it comes every week here now. So don't say anything. Don't
That's
tell
what the
me.
gossip channels we're talking about. Yeah, mine's at 74 too. It's been at 190. Well, the top number's a bit high because I've been drinking caffeine beverages, but my pulse rate's 74 and the bottom number 76. So made me feel good. And if I didn't drink anything, all that Coke Zero shit, mine would be lower than that.
After you watch that, Christian, you watch 1883, which is the series which leads up to the whole thing of Yellowstone.
Aren't there regular gear? Aren't there regular? Does Norway have any television like that?
Sorry?
Does Norway have any television like that where you have miniseries on there and all that?
Yeah.
No, it's not as interesting, or is it?
Oh, I mean, there are Norwegian drama. I mean, on Netflix now, I think one of the most watched movie at the moment is called Troll, which is a Norwegian movie actually.
What's his name? That was a House
Most-
of Cards.
most-
Was a good
Most one
series
in
till
the UK.
House of Cards was a good series until what's his name got caught grabbing young boys' asses and everything. Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, Christian, but it's interesting that Troll, as you mentioned there, and I mentioned, here in the UK is number 1 of the most watched movies on Netflix.
Oh. Is that a miniseries, Christian? You say Troll, I keep thinking of my dad's car. We had this little redheaded one when I was a kid. So they got.
You mean
they
those
got-
little things with the long hair,
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
little naked plastic things
yeah.
with,
That's
with
like
long
a
hair?
like a Hobbit or like
That's what they were called, trolls. Yeah, I remember those now.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
Stick
think-
That's
them
been
on
a
the
long
end of your
time.
pencils or pens. Yeah.
Yeah, I couldn't understand why my dad get pissed if I tried touching it. So are the storyline's got to be pretty much the same all over with those kinds of shows, right?
No. It's all
I mean,
different.
underhanded, thieving, lying, cheating, all that good shit.
Yeah, the basic shit. Yeah, devil type shit,
Yeah.
Gear, do you
Yeah,
watch
well,
any Norwegian TV, Gear?
Yeah, nah. Yeah, well, yeah, I watched some, but
Yeah, you
not
sound
a
like a
lot.
How
goat
about-
there.
How
So
about Norwegian
Troll is still
comedians?
number 1. Troll
Mhm.
is still number 1 in the UK of most watched movies at the moment, and it's directed by a guy called Roar Uthaug, which was the director of Tomb Raider. delves into folklore and myth with a fantasy action-packed adventure film set in the majestic Norway mountains.
Have you ever seen
Just
Goat
like
Boy?
that, yeah.
Have you ever
Huh?
seen Goat? Have you ever seen Goat Boy?
What?
Troll is number 3 in the U.S.
Oh, okay.
The guy from Saturday Night Live, Jim Brewer.
Are there any good Norwegian comedians, Gear?
Yeah, but they are good in Norwegian.
You got to be there to appreciate the
I mean,
humor.
do you find them funny?
Oh yeah, yeah. There are some funny ones.
They had this thing on HBO years ago, and one of those freaky things they always had on these things with people's fetishes and all this other shit. And they had these Swedish, I think they were Swedish guys. They were dressed in this bodysuit. It was like it covered their whole body. It was like what was that shit they used for spandex? But in the back, in the bottom, it had this. These guys were training athletes. It said it had an opening where they could shit out of. And the thing was, whoever won the contest, these guys were drinking castor oil, and they tried to hold out to be the last one to blow.
Have you seen this yet, Ronald?
What? Let me see.
The side of the
Pepsi,
phone.
Where is my jet?
No. What's that about?
Oh, that's Pepsi had this it's a four episode documentary about the guy. Pepsi had this sweepstake that you needed X amount of whatever it was and then you will win a jet. And how Pepsi was trying to get out of it, and how he managed to take Pepsi to the cleaners for it. It's really, really good. And also, have you seen this other one? Also, it's called Take Your Xanax.
Take your Xanax.
I watched that one last week. Yeah,
Where's my jet?
4 episodes or
I watched
something.
this. And what's the other one?
Take Your Pills, Xanax.
Oh, I thought you said somewhat annex.
Eat your pills.
Okay. Yeah, I'll look at that later, Christian.
It's about. It's a documentary about good things and bad things about taking Xanax and stuff. Quite interesting.
Yeah, I see the graphics.
Anything?
They showing the graphics about the brains in the animals and brains in the human.
Tim,
But,
you
uh,
said-
But that Pepsi, Where is my jet? That's bloody fucking interesting. And how Pepsi was trying to get away with the top prize for the sweepstake because they never thought anybody was going to be able to collect 750,000 of these tokens, and he got an investor in, and they put millions into doing it.
Yeah, because he found the loophole saying as long as you had so many, then you could buy the other ones at 10 cents each or something.
Yeah,
So
no, it's very, very
initially
cool.
When he worked it out, it was 4.3 million or something with warehouses and stuff, and ended up being 750,000 or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I watched it last week. The 4 episodes or something.
4 episodes. Yeah,
Yeah, it was good.
It's very good.
I just kept watching it in a row, as well.
Right, that's we got binge. I ain't binging no 8 seasons.
Mm. I like it
Emily
like
the
that.
Criminal. You got that, Gare?
huh?
Emily the Criminal. You have that?
well,
It's like number 2 in the U.S.
looks like
Series or films?
It's just a film.
Film.
looks like
Emily
Pfizer
the
taking
Criminal.
it today.
Tony, what's the picture look like? Christian said he sent you one.
Yeah, it's a nasty
Yeah.
looking shit.
Damn.
Like
What the hell?
like a hobbit, man.
Yeah,
The films
that's a
in
troll.
the top 10 films in the UK today is Troll
Nah.
number 1, The Grinch.
You know,
Christmas
Looks
bullshit
like he's
number
got a
2.
dick for a nose.
Lady Hatterley's Lover is number 3. Shooter number 4. And then there is Scrooge and some other Christmas movies and whatever have you.
Scrunch.
Scrunch.
The fuck is that?
Fucking hell.
But they probably released on Netflix in the US today as well, that documentary with Harry and Meghan.
For your,
Yeah,
oh,
that's
I,
what I
I don't
thought.
even. I don't even pay that shit. No, never mind that stuff.
Yeah, Christian, that's what I thought it was a troll. That's a Norwegian troll. That's
His
a big
chick,
motherfucker.
his chick is gonna end up dropping his ass, and he's gonna be out there on an island all by himself.
I blew up the picture. It looks like he's got trees for hair.
Hey, it looks like a dick for a nose.
Yeah, it's going straight down into something. Holding a tree.
Maybe he's a Balchinian.
You made me. Well, I got
You,
those.
Ronald, I haven't watched it, but have you watched that TV series? The one, it's number 6 in the UK, 1899.
No, I
about
said
It's like
Mhm.
something similar to
it
to
was
the
popular
Titanic, I
last
guess.
week. Yeah, it
Huh?
was jumping last week, but it's not jumping this week. It was number 1 for a while this in the US,
1899.
That's
Yeah.
right.
but I didn't bother watching it because I was still on this other crap. I mean, I was on the new stuff. I wasn't even here. I was on fucking HBO Max watching Peripheral. I mean, on Amazon Prime watching Peripheral, and then I was watching HBO Max. What is that thing? Gangs of London.
Oh yeah. We have another one which is trending on top 10 here. Is the Texas Killing Fields.
Mm-mm. We don't have that on our list.
Crime Scene. The Texas Killing Fields is a limited series. Emmy winner Jessica Dymock directed this installment of Netflix Crime Scene series, executive produced by, whatever. It's like a docu-series. It's a real.
Right. I'm surprised Wednesday is not bumping in the UK.
Which one?
Wednesday. You know about
Adam's Family Wednesday.
Adam's Family's
Yeah.
daughter Wednesday.
The character.
Yeah, it was number 1 here last week.
What's
And
it called?
Wednesday.
It's just Wednesday. That's the name. Wednesday Adams. You see it, Christine Ricci when she was in the movie with was it called Snake with Samuel L.
Yeah, it's got eight episodes.
Boy, she got the setup there, man.
Wednesday is number 2 in the UK.
Mm.
All right, there you go. Put it on your watch list.
Yeah, but it's like Wednesday Adams never fits in, and she's like it that way. Nevermore Academy is the perfect place for an outcast with bundling psychic powers. That's like a psychic thing, and that's not my style.
You know, she's
Well-
you gotta watch it. It's a dark comedy, Gary. I know you like dark comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dark comedy. This bitch let the water out in the pool. She walked into the pool, all the boys in there swimming. She got 2 bags of fucking piranhas, and she just drops them in there. And cut her ass up.
Here you go. Want to lose some weight? There you go.
And
I think we're gonna end the regular live stream here. And
Tony, you know that Mexican dude that used to play a tough cop. He played Adam. He played Gomez Adam and shit. He's funny as fuck.
he ain't Eric Estrada
No, that Puerto Rican Mexican dude. This was
from Barney Miller.
No. He's one of the older actors. Last thing I seen him in, he was. You got to see it. Let me show you his face. Hold on.
Okay.
If they'll show they'll show this knucklehead.
And then after you show me, then we'll go where Kiko could turn on his camera. Then
I don't even show a dad at the beginning of this thing. Well, that's. Oh, wait a minute. There he is.
wait a minute.
As soon as he comes up. Oh, damn, that was quick. Let me go back. Oh, it didn't pause for me.
We do it private. You can play the video.
Yeah. I just want to get his face. I can just always go Google it and bring his face.
Yeah, I'll end the live stream for the regular folks. So thank you everybody for coming tonight in the background. Everybody say good night.
Good night.
Good
All
night.
right.
Good
Good
morning.
night.
Good
See you
morning,
next-
wherever you're at.
See you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Tony, this fool.